Hello, this is Cosmo. I'm here for HHHH Productions this week, talking about respect. I was searching through Tumblr one day when I found this post. Which talks about respecting someone as a person versus respecting someone as an authority, which resonated with me because I realized it was something I was never able to put a finger on, but always sort of felt or thought about. I was rather the rebellious kid. I never really cared for authority. I think those feelings kind of sprouted out of the idea that authority is something that's bestowed upon someone and then everyone has to listen because a higher authority bestowed that authority upon them. I'm getting a little hierarchical here. What I mean is that I didn't like having to respect someone or something or an institution merely because they said they were important and that they needed to be respected. I don't really want to get into that too much, but I will tell you that a particular resource that I learned a lot about power, or at least false power, false authority, was DNA by John Trudell. He is, ironically, a well-respected First Nations person and is brought up a lot in Native American studies. I will put a link below for reference. I think the best way to approach the idea of respect is, of course, respecting someone as seeing them as someone who's worth looking up to versus being respectful to someone. I like to view respect as seeing someone as a person, sort of like a personhood. I want to give, and I think everyone needs to give everyone else a sense of personhood, the sense that they are another human being, the sense that they deserve a level of respect, that they don't need to be dehumanized, that they don't need to be degraded, regardless of anything about them. It's the most default humanness or humanity that we can give to someone. That's what I like to define as personhood. That's what I like to define as respect. One idea that I don't like is the idea that someone can be afforded more personhood than someone else based off their skills or what they can contribute to society. I think that particular mindset puts a lot of people at a disadvantage right away. An example of what I'm trying to get at would be if a war veteran came home and this war veteran has lost a few limbs. They're unable to do things that the rest of society expects of the average person. It would be incredibly unfair for us to deem that person less worthy of respect. The same goes for people who are born with a condition that doesn't allow them to function like the rest of society expects them to. Now, if we were to treat those two particular people in both those incidences differently, that would be incredibly unfair. Now, regardless of who these people are, you need to treat them with respect. You don't have to respect either of them, but you need to afford them their personhood.
Again, I will say that everyone deserves the most default level of humanity.
There are many factors that probably go into creating this particular mindset where people can be organized with how much humanity can be afforded to them. And I know everyone's different, and that's definitely a factor. As we've mentioned before, values play into this as well. I think one of the root problems is we find reasons to devalue other people based off things about them that we don't like. No matter how much I disagree with someone, or a particular choice that someone has made, I'm not going to disrespect their personhood. I'm not going to rob them of their humanity. And because of our differences, that's why I think that we need to be respectful to everyone. No one has to respect anyone else, but I advise everyone be respectful to everyone else. HHHH Productions. Hippies hike high heights.